afternoon, children. Yesterday we have seen what is an arithmetic progression. I defined what is arithmetic progression. I told you what is common difference. Now from the first exercise we will take up the next part of it. The next part of it here is, for the following APs write the first term and then the common difference we have to find out. It's very simple, children. See, this is the first term here, so I have written first term is 3, second term is 2, third term is -1, fourth term will be -3. That's not required actually. If the first part is first term, you need it, so first term is 3 here. So I got the first term. Then you need to find out common difference. Common difference means what? Second term minus first term. That means 1 minus 3, and 1 minus 3 is -2. If you want, you can find out the common difference by finding the difference between the third and the second term also. What is the third term? What is the third term? -1. What is the second term? 1. So -1 minus 1 is -2. So children, this is what I have done. An AP is given to me. From that AP I am asked to find out the common difference, and I am also asked to find out the first term. Another AP is given to me. The first term of the AP is -5. The second term is -1. The third term is 7. Now what he is asking is, you need to find out common difference. Common difference is second term minus first term. What is the second term here? Second term is -1. What is the first term here? -5. So children, -1 minus of -5 is +5. So the common difference is +4. Sir, we want to check it from the difference of third and second term. You can, but not necessary. This is sufficient. But even if you are interested, then you can go for this also. What we can do? Third term minus second term minus first term, then what? Third term minus second term. Here the third term is 3. Third term is 3. Third term minus second term. So third term is 3 minus of second term is what? -1. So 3 minus of -1 is 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So this way, if any AP is given to you, you can find the first term, you can find the common difference. Suppose if this is given to me 1/3, the first part is over, second is 5/3. Sir, is it required to find out the third term? No. Then why did you found it out here? Just I wanted to explain you that common difference, if you want to find out, you can have to take two successive terms. Either you take first second, you take third second, or fourth third. That way you can take it. So in the first two examples I have taken, but in the next successive examples I have not taken. But if you want, you can take it. So now if I want common difference, then common difference will be equal to difference of the second term and first term. So second term is 5/3 minus 1/3. 5/3 minus 1/3, and that is equal to 2/3. That is equal to 2/3. That means second term minus first term is 2/3. Sir, if I subtract this, surely you are allowed to do so. So you can take one thing, you can do one thing, third term minus second term you can go for. Then again what? Acha, here you see one more thing here, I lost somewhere, I got a mistake. You see 5 minus 1 should be 4. By mistake I told 2, it is wrong. Now if I go for, what is it, third term minus second term, then by 9/3, 9/3 minus 5/3, that is equal to how much? 4/3. Again if you want 13/3 minus 9/3. Sir, how many times we are supposed to do? Not necessary to do many times. Simply write the first term, find the common difference. Just I will show you what you should do. For example, this is the example. What is the first term here? 0.6. What is the common difference? Second term minus first term. What is the second term? 1.6 minus 0.6. If you remember decimal subtractions, I told you, you have to be very particular about it. So 7 minus 6 is 1. 7 minus 6 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. So that means what? The common difference is 1.1. So the first term is this much and common difference is this much. So dear children, in the first part of an exercise, let me explain you one thing. And AP is given to you, and from that AP what you did is you found out the first term and you found out the common difference by using the formula A2 minus A1 or A3 minus A2, A4 minus A3 also will do, that is third term. Now this is the one part of the exercise from your textbooks. I think about 5 to 6 examples are there, out of which I have solved 6 of them, and I hope you can solve very easily the remaining one. Now the next exercise in the same topic says, which of the following are in APs? I repeat, which of the following are in APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference and write the 3 terms. First is what? Check out whether it is in AP or not. Okay, fine, sir, it is in AP. Then tell the common difference. Then next 4 terms. Let me check out, children, whether it is in AP or not. See, I will find the difference of the second term and the first term. Let me check what I will get. 5 by 2 minus 2 by 1. 5 by 2 minus 2 by 1, that is second term minus first term. Then the LCM is 2. 2 ones are 2, 1 twos are 2. So 5 minus 4 is equal to how much? 1 by 2. So the common difference I got it, that is 1 by 2. Now let me find out the difference between the third term and the second term. Third term is 3. 3 means 3 by 1 minus 5 by 2. If I find the common difference between 3 by 1 and 5 by 2, what I will get is, again if I take the LCM as 2, then 1 twos are 2, 2 ones are 2. That means 6 minus 5 is how much? 1 by 2. So children, the first part of the story is over. That is, the common difference is same. And if the common difference is same, then I can say it is in AP. So what I can write here is, common difference is equal to 1 by 2. It is in AP because it is in AP. Why it is in AP? Because A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2. So the first part of the story is over. Now the next part of the story says, what you need to find out, just check it. What you need to find out is, write the next 3 terms. That means 1, 2, 3, 4 terms are there. You have to write the 5th term. So if you want to write the 5th term, then your 5th term will be equal to 4th term plus common difference. What is the 4th term? 4th term is 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 plus 1 by 2, you will get 8 by 2. That is equal to 4. That is equal to 4. Then go for 6th term. 6th term is 5th term plus 1 by 2. 6th term is 5th term plus 1 by 2. What is the 5th term? 5th term is 4 plus 1 by 2. So 4 plus 1 by 2 means how much you will get? You see, 2 4s are 8. 8 plus 1 is how much? 9 by 2. Then what is the 7th term? 7th term is 6th term plus 1 by 2. So what is the 6th term? 9 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 10 by 2, and that is equal to how much? 5. So I hope you understood the question. The question says, I have given you an AP or I have given you a series of number. check whether it is in AP or not. First part. If it is in AP, then find the common difference. So to find whether it is in AP, we have to find A2 minus A1 and A3 minus A2. Then we have to find out the common difference. When I see that the common difference are same, it is in AP. Now what he says, if it is in AP, write the remaining 3 terms. Then what I did is, fifth term if I want, fourth term plus common difference. Fourth term is 7 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 8 by 2 is 4. Sixth term if I want, fifth term plus common difference, that is 4 by 1 plus 1 by 2 is 9 by 2. Seventh term if I want, sixth term plus 1 by 2 is 10 by 2, that is 5. So I hope children you understood what I said. Now let me go for the next problem. Now next problem if I take it, let me say whether it is in AP or not. First what I will do, second term minus first term. Second term is children 3 plus root 2 minus 3. So 3 plus root 2 minus 3 is equal to how much? Root 2. Third term minus second term. Third term is 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 plus root 2. So 3 plus 2 root 2, minus of plus is minus, and minus of plus is again minus. So children, 3 plus 3 minus 3 cancels here. 2 root 2 minus 2 root 2 is how much? 1 root 2. So what we got is the difference of the second and the first term is root 2. The difference of the third and the second term is root 2. That means it is in AP. So what I can say is second term minus first term is equal to third term minus second term is equal to root 2. Therefore it is in AP. What is the common difference? Common difference is root 2. Okay, done. Now next 3 terms you want. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms are given to you. Next you want fifth term. So if you want fifth term, then it is equal to fourth term plus root 2. What is the fourth term? Simple. Fourth term is 3 plus 3 root 2. Plus what is the common difference? Root 2. That means 3 plus 4 root 2. This is the fifth term. Sixth term if I want, it should be fifth term plus common difference. Fifth term is 3 plus 4 root 2 plus 1 root 2. That is equal to 3 plus 5 root 2. Now seventh term if you want, sixth term plus root 2. What is sixth term? 3 plus 5 root 2 plus 1 root 2. That is 3 plus 6 root 2. So children, what I got is, I got the next 3 terms. So let me repeat what I did. I took the given AP and I first tried to find out whether it is in AP or not. If it is in AP, then I have to find out the next 3 terms. Now here this one, A1 is minus 1 by 2, A2 is minus 1 by 2. If I want common difference, then second term minus first term. That means what children? Minus 1 by 2 minus of minus 1 by 2, and that is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, and that is equal to what? 0. Similarly, if I try to find out A3 minus A2, A3 minus A2 I will get the same result. Minus of minus is what? Plus. 0. Now the difference of the successive term is same, therefore I can say it is in AP. It is in AP. What about the common difference? 0. Now children, it is common sense. Minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, again minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, because common difference is 0. So the fifth term, next three terms, fifth term also will be minus 1 by 2, sixth term also will be minus 1 by 2, and seventh term also will be minus 1 by 2. Not in all cases, but in all cases where common difference is 0, it is there. Now many times children tend to say, sir, is it in AP? Yes, it is in AP because it satisfies the condition of AP. Sir, how it can be AP, sir? All numbers are repeated again. So what? Common difference is 0, and if common difference is 0 and common difference is 0, yeah, and A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, conditions are satisfied, it is in AP. Here also many times children tend to say, sir, how it can be AP? Check it out. Common difference is root 2. If you keep on adding root 2 to the previous term, you will get the successive term, and the difference between the two successive term is same, so it is in AP. So the same case applies here. So children, I hope you understood what is an AP. Now after solving these problems, I am sure you might have understood what is an AP.